Okay, guys, thanks for joining us here in the charts. It is the Crypto Flight Edition. Fellow competitive speaking. Welcome back to another episode of the unusual Napoleon macro show. We're going to go over the Bitcoin price, take a look at two levels. It's kind of back within our buy range. And I'm also going to explore, we're actually going to leave this video out with one range, guys, a small range that should hold you over for the next 24 up to 72 hours on the Bitcoin price. And we're going to take a look at the weekly candles to show you guys that 50 exponential moving average. Bitcoin is having a little bit of trouble at that level, so we'll make it short and sweet, guys. So welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Welcome in new subscribers. Let's dive right into the charts here. Sure. So today's February the 17th, 2022, and the current price of Bitcoin, $40,673.77 is fluctuating, slightly negative 7.3% for the day. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are doing well. Here's a chart. Okay, yes. So as you can see it right off the bat there, guys, I actually found a double top on the daily candles. So for this reason, I think Bitcoin is double top. And it looks like that's the reason why Bitcoin is seeking financial support. Okay, that's basically what's going on, is trying to find support perhaps at the previous level of resistance. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and go over that. If you guys can see it quite clearly on the screen there, the previous level of resistance can be identified right about here. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go down there, you know, right now or within the next 24 to 48 hours, because typically Bitcoin takes a pause after having a pretty intense move to the downside. But the previous level of resistance, if I didn't already say it, is going to be 38.7K. Okay, so 38.7K is going to save the day for Bitcoin, hopefully. So this way we can potentially experience that $55,000 Bitcoin, as we made a video post. So far is not aging well, right? If one would say, but it's basically not meeting the necessary requirements that we went over for the weekly setup. Remember, guys, the MMC is upon us. It's not a joke. The monthly MACD cross down has happened. So moving forward, if you see these, you know, small bumps in the road here, you know, Bitcoin moves to the upside. But yeah, guys, this is going to take a minimum of 6 months of indecision. I'll just put it that way. Okay. But remember, I said I'd leave you guys out. So hopefully we're clear. We already covered the double top. Okay. Bitcoin had a double top, and that's I think personally is the reason why Bitcoin is moving lower. But when that happens, basically, like, I guess the psychology behind it, or just the basic understanding of it, right? When the market moves higher, right, you need to make higher highs and higher lows to continue an uptrend, right? And it goes down and makes a higher low, and it fails to make a new high. That's just the sellers, you know, just picking up more sell orders to eventually move the markets lower below the previous bounce level or the previous swing low. Okay, so when that level fails, which is near the 41.5, it seeks financial support at the previous level of resistance, okay, which is now, again, 38.7. So, okay, and again, not saying it's going to happen now, not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, because this is actually an active daily candle right here, as you're looking at on the screen. So Bitcoin has about 2 hours and 20 minutes left to fully develop that candle. So that would essentially be about just after 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're out there watching the active daily candles, or the active price action rather, 41.5 is the level. If we can get a close above that level, that means the buyers are attempting to pick up the price and move the markets higher here in the short term. But 41.5 in my book is the level. Okay. Technically speaking, it's not 41.5, because what we do is we focus on the candle's bodies, right? So if you pull it up, it's actually 42,000 at about 78, technically speaking. Okay. So that's but I just wanted to kind of keep my range right there, something like that. So hopefully we're clear. 38.7. Okay. All the way up to 41.5. I think Bitcoin is just kind of going to be stuck in this range for the next up to 72 hours. So let's see how that prediction ages. The next thing, and last but not least, we're going to take a look at the weekly candles. I don't know if you guys remember us. Hopefully I leave a link in the video where we were discussing how Bitcoin can reach $55,000. We were saying it pretty aggressive, right? But so far it is not meeting the necessary requirements. I mean, at least the first thing Bitcoin would have needed to do was close above that 50 exponential moving average. And according to these current 2 weekly candles, the wicks are representing selling. And so far, it's unable to proceed higher. So unfortunately, that's what it is, guys. Not unfortunate to me, because I'm a long-term investor. I mean, if Bitcoin craters and goes sub, no, I'm not gonna say it, but if Bitcoin, reaches lower levels, I'm still gonna be interested in buying Bitcoin long-term. Hopefully, guys, do your research, so this way you'll understand that Bitcoin is, I think, a pretty unique investment. Not financial advice, but that's how I'm looking at Bitcoin, guys. So you have the range. 38.7 up to 41.5 up to 72 hours. Let's see how this ages. That's all I have for you, wonderful folks. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Guys, do me a huge favor before you leave. Go ahead and leave an appropriate thumb below the video if you enjoyed the content, and also leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote this video on the channel. Thank you for your support. That's the end of the video, by the way, guys. If you are new, we also explore the traditional stocks, sometimes throughout the week, guys. We're throttling down the videos. Maybe once every 2 to 3 days, we'll post out videos, traditional stocks and the cryptos. But I think our ranges age pretty well in terms of the duration of the time. And of course, focusing on the higher time frames, weekly candles. All right. Please also always have a strategy before you enter the market. Keep that positive energy flowing within you. All right, we'll talk soon. And bye for now, guys and gals.